Welcome to the biology class. In this video, we are going to learn non-chordates. Non-chordates are called as invertebrates. Invertebrates are organisms which do not have a backbone. The first invertebrate phylum is phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera consists of multicellular organisms. They are mostly marine and few are freshwater forms. In Latin, poros means pore, fera means to bear. They are pore-bearing animals. The body has lot of pores or holes. They are commonly called as sponges. Members of phylum Porifera are commonly called as sponges. They are sessile and asymmetrical. Sessile means they are attached on the floor. They do not have symmetry, so they are asymmetrical. They are aquatic and mostly marine, and a few species live in fresh waters. They are primitive multicellular animals because they have cellular level of organization. What is cellular level of organization? In multicellular organisms, when the cells do not arrange into tissues, that is cellular level of organization. The cells are loosely arranged, so there is no tissue formation. Because of this reason, the members of Porifera are primitive multicellular animals. They show cellular level of organization. They possess water transport system or canal system. Water enters into the body and water goes out of the body. That system is water transport system or canal system. Water enters into the body through ostia and water flows through spongocoel. Spongocoel is the cavity found inside the body of sponges. And water comes out through osculum. Osculum is the opening found at the top. It is a larger opening through which water comes out. This system is called as water vascular system. Water gets into the body through ostia and comes out through osculum. The water transport system is helpful in food gathering, circulation, respiration, and removal of waste. When the water goes inside, food materials move inside. Oxygen is obtained from the flowing water by the animal. When the water goes out, the waste materials are sent out of spongocoel. And this system circulates water. The animal surface has many openings called as ostia. Ostia plural, ostium singular. Then water flows through the spongocoel and comes out of osculum. The body surface has openings called as ostia through which water moves inside, and the water flows through spongocoel, a cavity. Then water comes out of osculum. When the water comes out, waste materials are sent out. When the water moves inside, food materials are taken inside, and the flowing water supplies oxygen. Canal system, this is canal system. It provides oxygen, food material, and helps in respiration. Choanocytes or collar cells are specialized flagellated cells lining the spongocoel and the canals. The canals and the central cavity spongocoel are lined by collar cells called as choanocytes. This is a single collar cell. The cell has flagella. The flagella creates water current. Here we can see the choanocytes arranged inside the spongocoel. The choanocytes or collar cells create water current, so water flows through the canal system. Their body is supported by a skeleton made up of calcareous or siliceous spicules or spongin or both. Here they are spicules. The diagram shows spicules. The spicules support the surface of the body. The spicules are made up of calcium or silica or spongin. Nutrition in sponges is holozoic and intracellular. Holozoic means animal type of nutrition. What is intracellular nutrition? When digestion takes place inside the cell, that is intracellular nutrition. Nutrition in sponges is holozoic and intracellular. All the sponges are hermaphrodites. A hermaphroditic animal has male and female reproductive organs in the single individual. Both male and female reproductive organs are found in a single individual. So sponges are hermaphrodites. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation or gemule formation. In fragmentation, the body of sponges split into pieces. Each piece develops into new sponge. Gemule formation takes place during unfavorable condition. The sponge is covered by a hard covering, inside which internal buddings are formed. Internal buds are formed. During favorable condition, the buds develop into new sponges. Sexual reproduction involves the formation of male and female gametes. Parenchyma and amphiblastula are larval forms. In sponges, development is indirect. That means the young one does not look like sponge. The young one is a larva. The larva develops into adult individual. The larval forms of sponges are parenchyma and amphiblastula. They show indirect development. The larval forms are parenchyma and amphiblastula. The examples are Sycon, Spongilla, Euspongia, Euplectella. This is Sycon. This is Halonyma. This is Calina. This is Euplectella. Euplectella is called as bath sponge.